Lexi. I like that.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Lexi, and I'm back with a paranormal update. I'm going to talk about everything that's been going on in my home. Happy Halloween, by the way. I was going for like a vampire chic kind of look. I had a cape on, but I got so cold. Anyway, it's been weird because a few things have happened here and there. After I filmed part 3, nothing significant that I would have to make an update for. The minute that I'm like, you know what, maybe I'll make an update, a bunch of shit happened in like the span of a few days. I have a couple videos that I want to show you guys, and I'm also going to give you guys like some theories on what I think this is. And before we start, if you like the paranormal, if you like real stories, feel free to like and subscribe. It's Halloween. I have a huge playlist that you can watch if you're bored. I'm not going to waste any more time. Let's just get right into it. So, quick recap, if you haven't watched my last videos, I've had things being moved around, things being thrown, something started touching me, and then it showed itself to me. Of course, like, things were happening in between as well. Things were super like playful and innocent at first, and then it switched up on me and it wanted to be rude as fuck. Legit, it felt like it was trying to harm me. I felt scared. I was sick all the time. My mental health was just declining. Your girl was not okay. I have a friend, I'm gonna name him Jamie. He's like gifted or whatever. He can see things, like he can see things that we don't normally see. He does like cleanings and stuff like that too. The moment that this started, I was telling him everything, and he was very straight up with me. He's like, look, something's not right. He's like, you need to tell it to fuck off, get the fuck out of your house. I was like, no, I'm not doing all that because I'm scared. He's like, okay, well then clean your place out. Like, get rid of everything that was gifted to you, whether it had like bad intention or you don't know the intention, get rid of it. Start cleaning your space. So I did. We blessed the house, and I started taking better care of myself. I started feeling good. I started feeling a lot better. A little bit of time goes by and I'm talking to him, and he's like, girl, there's something wrong. Like, there's something in your eyes. I see it. Like, you've got something on you, and as soon as I come visit you, I'm gonna hook you up and I'm gonna clean you. So he did. And again, things got better. After part 3, I was still getting sick a lot. I had strep throat 3 times in 4 months. I had the flu. I got strep throat, and as soon as I got better from it, the upcoming Monday, I had gotten sick again with the cold and like a sinus infection. And that's when I had recorded the haunted apartment video. I was sick already. So fast forward to about 2 weeks ago. I hang out with my friend Jamie. I'm sitting with him and I'm talking to him about everything. I start telling him about all the experiences that I was having, that I would feel good for a little bit, and then something would happen and I would go downhill again, and I would start to feel that malicious feeling. I would start to feel it in the house. Felt like there's someone here with me, someone looking at me. I felt uneasy, and it just felt like my life was spiraling. He's sitting there listening, and he's like, okay, I'm gonna tell you what I think this is. So he's like, I don't think this is just one spirit. I think that there's 2, and that this one spirit in particular is attached to you. It has been attached to you for years. So he's saying that he thinks this thing is evil. It's trying to harm me, and that he saw it again in my eyes as soon as he had walked in. So I'm telling him, like, no, there's no way, because when I do start feeling that malicious spirit, once I'm doing really well, it goes away. And then once I start getting low feelings again and being depressed, it feels like something's coming back, but it's not the same thing. I'm like, I think it's something completely different. He's like, no, it's the same thing. And it's disguising itself as something different every single time. It's trying to trick you. It'll hide out for a little bit, make you think that it's gone, you're good, and then it'll come hit you full force when you least expect it. But it's the same one, and that it's always there. Then he starts talking about the second spirit. He thinks the spirit came with the home. He does not see it as evil or a bad spirit whatsoever, and that he's just sticking around because he used to live here. This was his home. And I'm sitting there like, what the fuck? Like, everything is making sense and everything is clicking for me. So about a day or 2 after hanging out with Jamie, I come home from work, I'm super tired, and I go to take a nap. I fall asleep instantly, and then I start dreaming. So in this dream, I'm sitting with Jamie, and he turns and looks at me, and he's like, you're asleep right now. Why don't you ask this thing what it is and what it wants with you? And I remember feeling so scared, so afraid. And for whatever reason, I turn around, I don't see anything, but I ask it, what are you and what do you want? I turned back around to look at Jamie. He's no longer Jamie. He's someone completely different that I don't recognize. And while I'm looking at this pretend fake Jamie, I hear the words, I wouldn't do that if I was you. And before I could even make a move or say anything or turn to look anywhere, I fall into fucking sleep paralysis. I hadn't had sleep paralysis in years, so I was tripping. I still remember how fucking scared I felt, how afraid I felt. And in the sleep paralysis, I could look around the room. It was so dark, I couldn't see anything, but I could feel it. I could feel like something was in there with me. Finally, I'm able to wake up and get myself out of it. I was so afraid to go back to sleep because I knew if I would go right back into it. I would fall right back into the sleep paralysis. Even though I was so scared, I was so exhausted, I was so tired. So I fell right back asleep and I fell right back into the fucking sleep paralysis. And it was the same thing. I could still look around and it was so dark. But for some reason, this one felt like forever. It felt like I was in sleep paralysis for so long and I could not get out of it. Just felt like something was in there with me, like something was in there just watching me. I felt the presence in there, like the hair on the back of my neck is like standing. Oh, so that was one weird thing that happened. And also in my other videos, I talked about how the lights would always fuck with us, like they would turn on, turn off, they'd flicker all the time. That never went away. That has been happening. And I noticed it would like happen in the middle of the night when I needed the light on and I was just too lazy to turn it on.
I'm laying down. Everyone's asleep. And my light turned on.
Still like really playful, really innocent. But the stuff that's really been creeping us out has been the noises. We're still hearing a lot of knocking on the windows, on the doors, on the walls. When I was getting ready for this fucking video, I'm in the bathroom and I hear a bang on the fucking wall. So loud, so extra, scared the shit out of me. Doing my makeup so I can film this video. And I heard a bang from this wall. What's on the other side of this wall, you ask? My room. There's no one in there. That's one thing that we hear a lot is like just one thump or like one bang. It's the same noise like my footage of the part 1 when I'm filming like the lights flickering. It's that exact noise. So one thing to add on, I've had a few people telling me that in my part 1, you hear a lot of those bumps. Still hearing those crashing noises outside, like something's falling over. Recently, we've noticed this bizarre, ugly noise. It's coming from outside. We hear it in the living room, and it sounds like a man whining. It's like whining or crying, like crying out. So we've been hearing that a lot lately, and we hear it outside. And then we started hearing it in the living room. So much so that my husband would be like, did you hear that? We'll text each other when we're home alone, like, the man's whining in the living room again. Ew. 2 days ago, it's late and I'm here by myself. I'm waiting for my husband to get home and I start hearing a weird crashing noise, like something is just falling over. And I'm sitting on my bed, so I go to stand up and start to listen to see where it's coming from, and I start to hear the crying, and then it starts to sound like somebody's going ba, ma, something like that. I'm thinking it's coming from outside. But the more I start walking towards the living room, I start to realize that it's coming from inside. So I start recording. I'm gonna explain what you're gonna see because it's super dark at first. As I'm recording, it's really dark, there's no lights on, and then you hear like a crashing noise. You can literally hear me go and like start going to reach for the light. I turn the light on. So here's that video. So I don't know what the fuck that was. And like I said, you can hear me literally go because I got so fucking scared. I ended up running back in my room. I shut the door and I stayed there till he got home. This next video, you guys probably saw it in my haunted apartment video. I'm sitting at the table with my husband. We're chilling and he's facing down. He was doing something. And out of my peripheral, I see something just fly by and we hear a huge bang. We both turn to see what the fuck that was, and it's a fucking screwdriver got thrown.
Yeah, it scared the shit out of me. Screwdriver just got thrown.
It missed my head by like this much. It was ridiculous. So he gets up and he grabs it. He's like, what the fuck? That was pretty fucking weird. Like, a screwdriver? So to be honest, I don't know what to think. Let me know what you guys think this could be. If you guys have any theories, let me know. So anyway, that's the whole video. And it's nothing crazy, but it's still pretty creepy. I'm gonna film another video after this. So I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, and if you're not subscribed, subscribe, leave a like if you want. And I hope you have a great and happy Halloween. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you next time.